Everybody loves caves in ARK. So in this video I will be showing you as many cave base locations that I can find on Lost Island. The caves in this video will range from PVE points of interest to OP PvP base locations, and I have roughly put them in order of worst caves to the best caves. So let's get straight into it. First cave we are going to look at is going to be 85.6 latitude, 36.6 longitude. Location on the map, in the scorched earth area. Here is the cave. So this cave is quite a small cave. I don't play official, so I have no idea if you can build or not build in these caves on official PvP or E, so it lets me build on the server that I'm renting. But it's a nice little cave, as you can see. Let's move on to the next cave. Next cave we have is 83.9 latitude, 38.7 longitude. That's the location on the map. But at the bottom of the map, in scorched earth. This one's not the best cave, but it's still a cave. So we're going in. Whoops, wrong one. Long tunnel in, and then you get the open area here, but there is an entrance at the top, and then at the back you've got a load of sulfur in here, and I guess you could build a small base that's semi-defendable. That's going to be that one. Let's move on to the next. Next cave is going to be 18.0 latitude, 14.5 longitude. Location on the map, top left corner of the map. This is the cave of Tom Hanks. So we're straight into Castaway on this one, as you can see. We got Wilson in there as well. It's a nice little rat hole for Tom Hanks. But it's quite a cool little spot. It's not very isolated, so, you know, but obviously you can get RAF rated pretty easily on this one. And you see a foundation is huge in this cave. Yeah, very small. Have that, Wilson. Next cave we have is another little rat hole, kind of Tom Hanks cave. Got 68.3 latitude, 53.1 longitude. Location on the map. Let's get in there. There is a little one here. It's quite a nice little cave, to be honest. You can farm some of these rocks to get them out of the way, just to make a bit more room for yourself. It'll make a little bit more room. Let's move on to the next cave. Next cave is 39.0 latitude, 54.8 longitude. Location on the map, we are in the redwoods. This is a really nice location. It is definitely a PvE base. This will be extremely hard to defend on PvP, I'm pretty sure, because it has a very big entrance. But it's a really nice cave for farming as well if you live nearby. But it can also be built in for a nice, cool base or breeding area for PvE, I'd say. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave is 23.8 latitude, 77.1 longitude. Location on the map, pretty hidden, and it's quite a small one, just under here. There's the cave. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave we have is 56.3 latitude, 44.9 longitude. That is the location on the map. We're underneath this archway, which is a cool base location in its own right for PvE. The entrance is a big waterfall, so it's quite easy to spot. That's where we are. This is a cool cave, but I feel like it would be quite hard to defend for PvP because it's a lot of water. You could probably just ride a raft in, so not ideal for that, but it's really good for resources if you want to come here to farm. And it's quite a cool base location. Like PvE, you could build a quite nice little area in here for a small tribe. At least you don't have to deal with any wild creatures. Anyway, let's move on to the next cave. Next cave is going to be 20.6 latitude to 28.2 longitude. That is the location on the map. And it is quite a hidden one. It's all the way in here. Just through here. quite a long cave, and it's not very wide or anything, but you could definitely build some defenses in here if on PvP. Small area at the back here, which you can obviously probably use as your main base. It's furthest point back. That's going to be that cave. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave we have is going to be this one. 27.4 latitude, 61.0 longitude. All the coordinates to one of the entrances. There are two entrances. The only downside of building in here, they do commonly have mantis spawned in here. I've also lit this up like a horror film ritual, just so we can see how big and what the cave looks like. As you can see, it's quite large, not very flat, but in this little corner here it is kind of flat, so you can build a nice little base here. That is the other entrance slash exit. Don't think it would really work for PvP much, but obviously if you are built in this area, you have all the volcano resources available to you on your doorstep, like wyvern eggs, magmasaur eggs, oil, sulfur, metal, polymer, as mantis do spawn here too, so it's a really good spot to build. So I do really like this cave. It's very dark, by the way, that's why I had to light it up like this. So let's move on to the next one. Next cave, 62.0 latitude, 61.9 longitude. It's the location on the map, right at the edge of the water here. In here, this is a questionable cave. It's probably more of a PvP thing, because if you build it on PVE, then you might be blocking a few spawns, because obviously it's quite rare resources in here. There is megalosaurus that spawn at the back also, and everyone knows how rare those guys are. There you go, there seems to be always two that spawn there. Anyway, that's going to be that cave. It's quite a sizable cave, so it's a nice cave to explore or build in. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Next cave location is 36.1 latitude, 54.7 longitude. It's a location on the map. We're by the redwoods and right at the base of the snow mountains. The entrance is at the base of this waterfall. If you want to go in here, it is very dark. As you can see, there it is. You'll be able to build quite a nice sized base in here. It's kind of hidden, so quite nice really. There it is. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave is going to be another underwater cave. We've got 25.2 latitude, 14.3 longitude. It's the location on the map. I just want to head straight down from here into this trench. There's kind of a double cave entrance going here. So you want to take the left, tunnel down, and this will take you straight to the little cave up here. It's a very small cave, but obviously it would be quite defendable for a PvP one, because there's obviously only one entrance. So let's move on to the next cave, shall we? Next cave we have is 39.2 latitude, 38.9 longitude. That is the location on the map. And this is a really nice cave, very flat, and 2 rooms basically. Quite a large entrance, so maybe not as good for PvP, but it's definitely a cool little PvE base location if you want to stay hidden from wildlife and stuff. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Next cave is 29.0 latitude, 33.7 longitude. That is the location on the map. This is a really nice cave. It's definitely more of a PvE based location, but it's quite big. Very big cave. As you can see, you got a room here on the left, you got a room here on the right. Quite a nice flat area in here, so you could definitely build a nice main base in here. And that is the cave. What a beauty. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave is an underwater cave, 78.4 latitude, 33.1 longitude. Location on the map. So you want to go straight down. And that is the cave entrance there. quite a long tunnel. When you come out, it is just a small pearl cave. Be quite defendable on PvP though. Can't really build a lot in here, but it's probably a good place for an outpost on PvP. Obviously I don't play PvP, so I don't really have a clue. So let's move on to the next one. Next cave is pretty hidden. This is 70.3 latitude, 40.7 longitude. It's the location on the map. We're next to this little castle here, right behind it. And if you go down here, there's a small cave behind it. This one's a really nice cave actually. I do like this cave. Quite defendable, I guess. Quite a small entrance, and it's quite flat inside, I guess, so you can build a nice small base in here. So that's going to be the next one. Next cave, 41.8 latitude, 18.8 longitude. This is another underwater cave, and this is the location on the map. You want to head straight down from here. Just by this archway, you'll see, just underneath this, you'll see there's a little cave hidden here. Follow the tunnel through, and here we go. It's quite a large cave. And as you can see, it's quite defendable once again for a PvP location. So let's move on to the next one. Next cave is another underwater cave. We got 21.7 latitude, 17.7 longitude. Location on the map, top left corner again. So you want to go straight down here. Underneath this bit of land, there's a little cave entrance here. You just follow through, and you're in. It is very small, but once again, it's probably quite defendable for PvP. Let's move on to the next cave. Next cave is another underwater cave, 46.4 latitude, 27.3 longitude, and that is the location on the map. So you want to head straight down through that crack, which will bring you straight to the nice little cave entrance here. There you go, this is quite a nice sized cave. Probably very defendable for PvP once again. Let's move on to the next one. Next cave is going to be 44.4 latitude, 41.4 longitude. That's the location on the map. This is probably my personal favourite on Lost Island. It's just a really cool cave, and obviously it is quite elevated. It probably would be quite defendable for PvP. As you can see, it's very flat. It's got a natural water source inside, so you can pipe up your cooker and stuff. It's just a really nice sized cave. I did not know bats spawned in here, but fair enough. Let's move on to the next cave, shall we? Last cave on the list is probably the best one for PvP. It's 60.4 latitude, 45.7 longitude. As the location on the map. You want to go straight down to this forest, and this is the cave entrance here. I'm sure you could probably defend this quite well from the front. So when heading into the cave, it will be a crouch cave, so you can only get in via crouching. So obviously this is quite defendable for PvP. It is quite a large cave inside as well. You go to the left here. There's more building space back here. And behind here. So it's a very large cave, and obviously you have a crouch entrance, so it's very, very good for PvP. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye. See ya.